Russia. Shestyanikov, bad throat. But that's all we can really tell you. Seems a bit of a weak excuse that both of them have been struck with exactly the same thing. Now this is Ivanovsky. As I said, he lifted for Israel.
Well, that looks good, David. It's the first really convincing snatch that we've seen today. Really powerful.
Ivanovsky is lighter than Yemelyanov, so this would give him a really useful advantage.
And of course put him in the lead.
Absolutely, but again, worth it. In theory, an extra 2.5 kilos because he's the lighter man. And that's very solid. Well, he represented Israel in the 1996 Olympic Games, didn't manage to get a total there. I don't quite know, perhaps things didn't go too well, and that's why he's returned to his original country. Ivanovsky of Russia with 100 is lifting.
5.
Yes, because he obviously feels he's got the strength and needs to get himself back here because he is heavier than Ivanovsky. He's lighter than Shestyanikov, so if he lifts this, he'll go into the lead.
Yes, of course, the Russian walking off stage there because, of course, this man is his second attempt, and second attempts always come before third attempts at the same weight.
He's okay. He's got 20 seconds. He just needs to calm down here. And I think he rushed it. I think he rushed that unnecessarily. He had 15, 16 more seconds on the clock there, and I think that was really...
Get the next attempt to stay in the competition.
Yeah, for a man who is certainly capable of this sort of weight, 177, 182.5. He's been in that sort of territory plenty of times. But now, Ivanovsky, 182.5. And he's the lightest of those who are in contention. And that means Shestyaниkov's got to go to 185. And if Yemelyanov wants to do this, still win the snatch gold. But it's a big, big call. Now, Shestyanikov, 182.5. I don't understand this. Why would he go to 182.5 for his third lift, which is exactly the same as Ivanovsky, when Ivanovsky's got the lighter weight?
Well, he must be thinking about the total.
Two to one against.
Yeah, so that probably answers the...
So, not body weight, Bello to 397.5 and the overall lead. It would also put him equal in terms of kilos lifted to Bratin, but he still wouldn't lead the clean and jerk. He'd be in silver medal position, which he's in anyway now. Now that surely is the overall lead, and on terms in the clean and jerk. Yes, it is. 3 white lights, and he's got 1 lift left. The contenders, so he's really in the driving seat now. And this looks like a Russian gold medal, because he's the only man who's laying down lift after lift after lift. And he's Ivanovsky by 5 kilos through and earn himself a medal to be on terms, but he's forced to take 220, and so this would take him to 402.5, in the clean and jerk.
But he must do this to take the lead over his teammate. This is his last attempt. He's gone 5 lifts out of 5 so far. Well, he's looked good all day.
And this is the gold medal.
Hasn't made a mistake.
And that's how you should win championship weightlifting, putting the 6 lifts home.
So first and second for Russia. But we still don't know about that third position because, of course, the Pole has still got 1 attempt left to go ahead of the Alexander from the B group.
So it's Osuch who'll finish this 105 kilo competition, but all credit to even
5 kilo class, and a little later the over 75 kilo for women and the super heavyweights in the men. I'm David Goldstrom. Alongside me, 7 times Commonwealth Games champion David Morgan, and that's Mr. Ivanovsky of Russia, snatching 175 kilos over his head, his opening attempt. And pretty straightforward, David.
Yes, good solid opener. Nice technician.
It's been a pretty Gottfried because he'd have to put in a much more realistic set of figures. So Vyacheslav Ivanovsky now to go for 222.5. This is his second attempt, the defending champion. Two and a half kilos above last year's clean and jerk best. And he's got one more go at it.
And shaking his head.
Yes, is he a little dizzy as well?
Well, that's almost 500 pounds across the windpipe.
I was just about to say, that bar is frighteningly heavy. You can see the 6 red discs on there, 25 kilos apiece, and the blue ones on the outside, 20, and the bar. It's all an awful lot of weight. Ivanovsky's got one on the... He's not got a problem about getting a total. Currently in second place on 402.5, but that failure means that he's well behind at the moment Dennis Gottfried, who's got this 415 total.
So Ivanovsky has 2 minutes because he's following himself.
Now, I wonder about Gottfried. I wonder what he can do, because the European total record is 422.5, David. And he's only 7.5 kilos away, Gottfried.
Yes, I think it just depends on what the other athletes do. I mean, Gottfried is going to win first. That's his first concern. And then if he's got any attempts left to break records...
Decided that Gottfried would be good enough to take this European title. So Ivanovsky prowling around, trying to, get himself really psyched up for this. This, of course, is a 5 kilo increase. It would take his total up to 407.5. So he knows the title has gone, the overall championship, and it's definitely gone now.
Disappointment.
There's a lot of unhappiness out there at the moment. 2 men have failed their clean and jerks, and now Ivanovsky has let himself down rather badly.